Hi, everybody, and welcome to The Balancing Act. I'm Julie Moran.
And I'm Olga Villaverdi. Today, we're ready to entertain from summertime celebrations. In fact, let's go to the kitchen with Sarah Young from
Hi,
Jell-O.
Sarah.
Hi, ladies. I'm over here prepping in the kitchen these easy Jell-O recipes. I can't wait for you to come and cook with me.
I can't wait to have fun with you in the kitchen, Sarah. Plus, we'll be making signature cocktails.
And there's no better time to travel than now. We're going to show you some of the best places you can timeshare.
Plus, ways to help older adults age more successfully.
Packed show, and it all starts
right now. Stay with us.
Cocktails and cooking, what could be better? Today we're combining both with an ingredient that has a 190-year history. While it may have started out as medicinal, Angostura Bitters is now indispensable in the kitchen, subtly marrying flavors, enhancing and enriching, turning every meal into a delightful experience. And yes, it remains a staple in delicious drinks as well. So joining me this morning, because I'm excited, is Angostura CEO Genevieve Jodan and mixologist JJ Goodman, owner and founder of London Cocktail Club. Can you see my excitement? Good morning.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for being here. Talk to me about the company. It has a huge legacy, doesn't it?
So it's actually 194 years old.
Wow.
And we're older than the country, Trinidad and Tobago itself.
And a lot of award-winning behind it?
Award-winning bitters, trendiest, best-selling, the #1 aromatic bitters.
Oh, I love your accent. You're so beautiful. JJ, talk to me about the bitters. What are those?
Yeah, bitters essentially is an amalgamation of different herbs and spices that are distilled down, and then we use those within the cocktail industry or when we're cooking, and we've got some fabulous dishes today, just to really bring flavour alive and add like an extra level of depth and complexity that you wouldn't ordinarily get just by cooking normally.
So you could add a little dash of it to your cooking.
You definitely can add it to your cooking, you can add it to your ice cream, you can add it to your coffee.
Really? And
yes,
it gives a little va-va-voom?
It does. It certainly does. And hopefully JJ will make some exciting drinks for you to taste today.
Well, I think that's your cue.
Well, let's do it. Let's jump in.
Okay, what are you going to make?
So we're going to start by using the Amara Angostura. So this is a brand new product from Angostura's line. It just won Best New Product in the World last year, and it is an Amara Bitters. So it's a bitter liqueur, but it's obviously got some honey and some caramel in there, so it's a bit sweeter.
Now, does it taste bitter?
No, it doesn't taste bitter, certainly not in this format either.
Okay.
So what we're going to be doing is adding a touch, just ½ an ounce into the glass, and then we're going to have all this kind of like lovely herbaceousness come through the Prosecco, which is what I'm going to be topping it up with.
Ooh, this sounds fantastic. Have you had this before?
I have. In fact, I made this drink.
Oh.
It's called Deception. It's ½ ounce Amaro topped up with Prosecco, and when you taste it, you know, you'll understand the name.
So he's going to open up the, oh, here we go. Woo! Now that is the best sound of the morning.
Definitely.
Every morning should start with that.
You're not kidding.
You could substitute the Deception
I love the color.
for a mimosa.
The colour's phenomenal, isn't it?
Okay.
Absolutely amazing.
So now we've topped that up, we're going to be pairing this today with some Italian food. So we've got some gorgeous bruschettas just over here.
Oh,
so
you
really
put some shrimp?
Absolutely, yeah. We have the shrimp, we have the roasted vegetables, and this is a perfect example of how to get the night going. I'm going to just finish it off really quickly of using a potato peeler. Just to get a really perfectly thin piece of lemon peel.
And that just adds a little pizzazz?
Of course, yeah. I mean, the nose of a cocktail is so important. It's your first impression when you lift it up.
I've never had this. Ooh, this is so nice.
Right.
Okay, so we have another one, a 1919 Daiquiri?
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah.
Show me that one.
Right, well, if you can pass me the 1919, Olga, it's just next to you there.
Okay, I am the assistant. There you go.
Thank you, Genevieve.
You're welcome.
So, just straight into my cocktail tin. I'm going to add a full 2 ounces to make a classic-style daiquiri. The 1919 is a fabulous rum. It's got a lovely, sweet vanilla taste to it, as well as being classically quite dry and also rich.
And you've had this as well, Genevieve?
I have.
Okay, what you just add now?
That was just some citrus.
Okay.
So just some freshly pressed lime juice. You should always try and press your own lime juice fresh, as you're going to get a much more kind of floral flavour from the oils of the fruit that you're using. And then this is a sugar syrup. 2 parts of water, 1 part of sugar. Throw it in the microwave on the stove for about a minute. And once you have that stock syrup, you can add it to add sweetness to all of your drinks.
Okay, there are more recipes on the website as well?
So yes, angosturabitters.com. You'll find loads of recipes that you can make at home. Easy for anyone. I can make most of them. You can, in the US, you can buy bitters at Walmart, at Publix, and of course on Amazon.com.
Oh my gosh, all over the place. Wait, let's have it. He is good. All right, so let's have one for Genevieve. It's not fair she hasn't had anything yet this morning. And that one's for you. So I'm gonna toast. So I want you all to know that you're more than welcome to come back anytime.
Thank you.
Thank you. And if you'd like more information on any of this, you could also go to our website, and that's thebalancingact.com. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous.
Cheers, thank you so much for having us.
With top destinations like Orlando, Key West, Park City, Las Vegas, Cancun, the Bahamas, and so much more, we're talking timeshares this morning. Now, did you know there are over 1,500 timeshare resorts in the U.S. alone and more than 9.5 million timeshare vacation weeks owned? Understanding timeshare ownership and all the options out there can be a bit confusing. So, help us here this morning. Joining me from sellmytimesharenow.com is Abigail Bradshaw, their Vice President of Marketing. Good morning.
Good morning.
So let's get down to the basics first. Let's talk about timeshares and why they're so popular.
A timeshare, in simplified terms, is really just a way that you can own a portion or a share of a luxury resort property. It's typically going to be in the form of a week-long vacation stay that's guaranteed to you annually. The benefit of timeshares is that they combine the best aspects of owning a vacation home with none of the stress, and also the best aspects of staying in a luxury vacation resort. So these timeshares will typically have full kitchens, living rooms, washers and dryers in the units, which is great for families. And most importantly, they have separate bedrooms, so everybody in your family has that space that they need to really enjoy the vacation. The next best thing is the amenities that you find at these resorts. They're absolutely fantastic.
The pools are great.
They're fantastic. Some of them even have water slides.
Now, timeshares sometimes get a bad rap, and I want to talk about a few myths, shall we?
Yes.
All timeshares are the same and lock you into vacationing at the same resort during the same week every year. You've heard of that.
There's actually a little more flexibility out there. There are those types of ownerships that you're talking about. They're called fixed week ownerships. They do allow you to go back to the same resort, and for some families, that's a great option. But there are also floating weeks, which might allow you to travel to any resort in a specific season, or you can get a points-based ownership, which is probably your most flexible option. Those typically work where you get an annual allotment of points based on your membership level, and then you can use them almost like a currency to book any stay you want at any resort in the collection. You can also book shorter stays, so if you wanted to go to Orlando for 4 nights with your family and then later go somewhere like Key West with just your spouse, you have that option.
Timeshares aren't affordable for the average family. That's not true.
Not true. There's a couple of different ways that you can purchase, which is important to note. You can buy directly from the developer or the resort, and there's a lot of incentives to doing that. The second way is that you can purchase on the resale market, which just means that you're purchasing from an individual owner instead of buying from the resort.
Okay.
The advantage of the resale market is that you can find some great deals. These timeshares are typically priced anywhere between 25 to 70% off the retail purchase price, which makes it really, really affordable for more families.
You can't sell timeshares.
We would not be in business if that was
No, you would not.
The most common factors that we see that have a serious impact on your ability to sell are pricing and exposure. So on the pricing, it really just goes back to the point that these buyers are looking for a deal. So sellers need to take that into account when they're pricing their properties and set their expectations properly. Even more important than that, though, is the market exposure. If you're selling a timeshare, you're not necessarily going to be able to go to your local real estate agent to sell that. Chances are they might not even know what a timeshare is, and they're certainly not going to have the resources to advertise that property nationally, or globally, which is really what you need. When you're selling a timeshare, you need that global exposure because your buyer can really come from anywhere in the world. So the best place to do that is typically online through a website like ours.
Which is where you come in. So what sets you apart? Why?
We've been in business since 2003, and we are the most active marketplace. And the reason for that is we really offer that targeted exposure to buyers who are online searching for these properties or looking for more information about ownership. Annually, we attract more than 5.5 million visits to our website, which is crazy.
That's a lot.
And that represents buyers and travelers from more than 175 countries and territories worldwide.
And how does it work?
typically what happens is you'll go to our website, fill out a form. You can also call our toll-free hotline. We're always there to help. If you're an owner, we'll work with you, explain how the process works, and we're there with you every step of the way, from the time you list on our website to your closing, where we can actually refer you to a fully insured, licensed, bonded title company that specializes in timeshare. So you make sure all the paperwork is done correctly. And if you're a buyer, definitely don't let our name fool you. We really do have the best selection of timeshare properties out there, which means we also have the best deals. And you can find great deals on properties from well-known brands like Marriott, Disney, Hilton, Vita Vacations, Wyndham Resorts, and more. And we also have licensed real estate agents who can help you if you're not quite sure what you want to buy. They can help match you to the perfect property for your family's needs.
For our viewers who'd like more information, where do they go?
sellmytimesharenow.com.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate your time. And if you'd like more information, you can always just go to our website and we'll take you to their website, thebalancingact.com.
Jell-O has been part of American desserts for decades, and over the years it's been used in recipes both seasonal and evergreen.
And I know for me, Jell-O was one of the first cooking experiences my girls had in the kitchen.
Me too.
That's right, too much fun. Not surprising, nearly half of all Americans' households, they buy Jell-O every year. How does it go?
Watch it wiggle, see it wiggle, something like that. Well, Sarah Young, culinary manager desserts at Kraft Heinz, joins us today to share some favorites, especially this time of year. Welcome, Sarah.
Thanks for having me.
Jiggle and wiggle. Yeah, yeah.
Let me tell you, I think of Jell-O, and I just go way back. I mean, even to my childhood. I mean, great memories, iconic.
And I think of summer.
Oh, I completely agree. Jell-O was one of my first experiences in the kitchen as well. My mom used to make that ribbon Jell-O with all the different layers, and I would always help her make it. She didn't make it too often, but when she did, it was usually for a picnic or an outdoor barbecue or something. And actually, when Jell-O first came out, there were only 4 flavors.
Really?
Lemon, orange, strawberry, and
my favorite.
And raspberry.
I like
That's
strawberry
my favorite.
banana.
I know.
That came after.
Came later, right?
Exactly. But now we have over 40 flavors, which really enables people to make the most colorful and flavorful desserts of all kinds.
And speaking
And we
of
have
making,
colorful things here.
Yes.
What are you making over here?
So
This
we're
looks
gonna
so fantastic.
We're gonna make a little bit of a twist on strawberry shortcake. So we call this twisted strawberry shortcake.
Twisted.
It starts with vanilla pudding.
oh, the vanilla's good. No wrapper, of course.
No wrapper. We don't want the wrapper.
We don't want the wrapper.
So we'll just add 2 boxes of Jell-O pudding.
Okay.
And we'll add about 4 cups of cold milk. And we're just gonna whisk.
Okay.
And this is gonna come together and start to thicken.
So easy.
Yeah, so easy. Girls could do it. Our girls could do this. And we have, of
it's
course,
great to
other
involve
things.
the
I've got to
kids.
walk down here. This is, what is this? This looks so good to me.
So that is our easy chocolate eclair cake. What I love about that is it's so simple.
tasting.
It's vanilla pudding layered with graham crackers
Okay,
and
and
topped with
this is
chocolate
getting
frosting.
messy, but-
As you let
my
it
gosh.
set, you let it set in the refrigerator, the graham crackers become cake-like. So it makes the easiest sort of refrigerator dessert in no time at all.
That's so cool looking.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's really why Jell-O is amazing, right? You bring so much color to your desserts, and nothing else can really do that. This recipe is our red, white, and blue cake.
4th of
Or red, white, and blue
July.
pie. It's our red, white, and blue pie. It's so popular, we actually have a package that has strawberry and berry blue gelatin, so it makes it even easier to make
So they
it.
come together.
Right, and it's just
perfect.
a layer of creamy Cool Whip in there.
Light
That's great.
and fabulous. Okay, let's go back.
Okay, so this is getting thicker. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add in some Cool Whip, okay?
All right.
Really easy, and this is just gonna make it a little bit lighter,
A little bit fluffier.
a little bit fluffier.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna whisk this together, get the Cool Whip in there. And then we have some angel food cake here. So this is just store-bought. I mean, nothing fancy. The twist here is that in addition to traditional strawberries, we're going to be adding a little bit of orange juice, so a little bit of citrus.
Citrus
So we
flavor,
just add this. So this is just gonna soak right into that.
Oh, that looks really good.
Just toss it together, and then we have our strawberries and a little bit of grated white chocolate.
Oh,
And I
that's so
think
good.
there's a surprise. I
There
think,
is
in
a
the
surprise.
freezer.
I actually am so glad you said it. Do you know what it is, Julie?
I think it's Jell-O Pops. I hope it's Jell-O Pops.
Look how much fun.
Oh my! Oh,
I
they
made
look like- You are
Such a liar.
Such a liar. But they're cute. They're really cute. And
aren't these adorable? They look just like little watermelons. So there's little mini chocolate chips on the inside to look like the seeds. Strawberry gelatin, a layer of Cool Whip, and then
girls will adore
the lime
this.
gelatin.
This is so good.
That's
and then you just put it all together?
Right, so we're just gonna start layering this together.
Okay.
You start with a little bit of the angel food cake.
Pour a little bit of that on top.
A little bit of this on top.
Pour a little of that on top.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for the purposes of time, because we are going to run out of time, that's the final product.
It is
Isn't it beautiful?
Gorgeous.
So impressive.
So good.
And it really takes no time
Keep
at all.
on layering. I don't want you to stop because you're doing such a great job, but I wanted our viewers to see how fabulous it all looks.
Which one am I going to make at my next celebration? That's what I don't know. I
think you're like the Eclair kind of girl.
I'm the Eclair girl, but this twisted, what do you call it again?
Not twisted strawberry shortcake.
Twisted strawberry shortcake. I think I'm going.
She just wants it all.
You want?
Yeah.
You want it all. Well, they're easy enough to make that you really can make them all.
And this is great for the summer by the pool, refreshing.
Refreshing.
So refreshing.
So pretty to look at, too. And where can we find more if we want to find out more recipes and about Jell-O?
All of these recipes are on Jell-O.com or craftrecipes.com.
I love it. Thank you so much. So you're going to make some of these by the pool?
I am. Put them by the pool, summer, lay back, here I come, glasses and shades.
Oh my gosh, this was so much fun. Great recipes.
Great recipes. And for more information, you can go to our website, thebalancingact.com. Let's have a popsicle.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, here's one.
Oh, these are so cute.
I love it.
Yummy. So good.
They really are.
Yeah.
The older people get, the more stubborn they seem to become about holding on to their independence. Many start to isolate themselves as the challenges of aging pile on. Well, it doesn't have to be this way. Here to talk about how engaged seniors lead richer, more satisfying lives and how their communities are helping older adults age more successfully is Rick Wigginton from Holiday Retirement. Good morning. Welcome back.
Hello. Thanks for having me back.
We had such a great conversation about what Holiday offers. We're going to continue today about how older people really need to get more engaged as the years start piling on. Tell me why.
Well, you know, Olga, since I was here last, there's been a ton of research and published studies about the impact of loneliness.
Okay.
And whether you're young or whether you're old, lonely is not a healthy way to live.
It's not.
And people who find themselves living isolated and shut apart will likely find a lot of other things start to spiral negatively in their life. So yeah, staying engaged, a very critical, important part of successful aging.
And I think a lot of people who start aging fear, well, they fear so many things, but one of the biggest ones is memory.
Sure.
And losing their memory.
Well, there's a lot of factors, but many physicians, clinicians will tell you that the routines of healthy living, like good nutrition, and staying physically active and staying socially engaged, talking with people, and not just your daughter on the telephone once a week, but being in the space with other human people and laughing and telling stories and doing stuff can help older people live healthier lives longer.
There's so many events you offer, and look at the list.
Right.
Physical events, emotional, spiritual events, intellectual events, creative and social, vocational. All of these to help them stay engaged, which matters, right?
Well, sure it does. Our communities are filled with doers. These aren't people who decided that they were just going to quit and let the piles of challenges of aging just pile up on top of them. But they do want to live in a place where some of the hard stuff is easier. So in every one of our communities, there's a restaurant right in the middle. Now, these are private apartments, but it's already paid for in the base rent. And we also know that a lot of older people, in addition to being fearful of losing their memory, they're also scared of outliving their money.
That's right, and sometimes they even go without eating because of that.
Well, they will. They'll try to take shortcuts. They're so worried about outliving their money that they don't make good decisions of how they could be living healthier and better right now. So because the food, 3 meals a day is already included, it's already paid for, it's less likely that folks who live in our communities are going to want to take those shortcuts. They're just going to come down and enjoy a great meal with some good friends and neighbors.
Do you get examples, or do you have people that maybe write to you and tell you, best decision I made?
I had an older fella send me a note recently that said he fought with his daughter for months, that he did not want to give up his house, he did not want to move. And now he sent me a note later saying that every morning he will pass a couple of dozen people going down to the restaurant that he can say hello to. That he does stuff with people his own age. So it was scary to explore. But now that they did it, his life is so much better, and quite frankly, his daughter has her life back.
So let's turn the table now. What advice would you give to that daughter or son who's feeling guilty about letting go?
Yeah. Don't feel guilty and put so much pressure on yourself thinking that you can handle all of this by yourself.
And it's not a nursing home. It's a great environment.
Yeah,
check it out.
These are condos and apartments with some great amenities right in the middle. So explore, come see us, come visit us, come see how older people can live better when they let go of that old house and they live in a community of friends.
I'm telling you, my name is there, hopefully in about 40 years, but I'm going to have a condo with my best friends, the Fab Five. We're Fabulous Five from high school.
I'll hook you up. Come on over.
For our viewers who'd like more information, where do they go, Rick?
HolidayTouch.com is a great place to start. It's our website, and from there you'll be able to find a community near you.
And if you'd like more information on Holiday, you can also go to our website, and that's thebalancingact.com.
This was my favorite show of all shows. Drinks and dessert, my favorite two things.
D&D, there you go. You can also head to our Facebook page or our website, follow us on Twitter, or just go to our Instagram @Julie and Olga.
That's right. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you next time. So long.